Quick disclaimer: this is by no means a financial advice, just how Collins view peeps. Trading carries a high level of risk, so any decision you make should be based off your own analysis. This is done basically and mainly for educational purposes. Okay, so without any further ado, let's dive right into what we have today. Hello, guys. So today we'll be looking at AUD USD. Yeah, and as always, we're going to start from the previous week, what happened, and yeah, remember we talked about sales from this location here. We talked about sales playing out from this location here, and you can see on Monday, this is what the market did. I'm taking this out. This is what the market did, coming towards the session, taking all this liquidity out, but for some reason not getting to the supply. Okay, the sales played out, so we stayed out of the Monday trade. Pretty much stayed out of the Monday trade, and yeah, let's see Tuesday. For Tuesday, the liquidity was taken, so I was actually hoping for the market to get back to this point. For some reason, the market continued going bearish, so pretty much there was no trade for EDS in Monday, Tuesday for me. Then here on Wednesday, this happened. I think I was trading this live where I had this place marked out waiting for a 5 minutes break of structure. And as you can see, on Wednesday here, the market did the market broke this structure, setting some liquidity below, broke these highs, setting some liquidity below. So now it was creating lower highs and lower lows. Then as you can see, the market created a higher high for the first time. Okay, so now what do we expect? A retracement to the demand, then a new higher high. Okay, which exactly was what happened. But yeah, we're not present in the market because as you can see, this played out during the Asian session. It played out during the Asian session and we're not active during the Asian session. So it got to our demand. And now let's see if there was actually a 5 minutes break of structure here. If we were to take the trade and because we were expecting to see a 5 minutes break of structure then an entry. Okay. You're looking at this. This was the first 5 minutes structure displacement. Where did it come to? It came to this other block that caused the break of structure. Okay. So if you had used this whole 5 minutes, yeah, there's a chance you would have missed the trade. But if you had put your attention where from the imbalance, though this would be a big stop loss, let's say if you used here, this would have been a very huge stop loss. But come on, you can see the risk to reward. Let's see the risk to reward that came out from it. This is 8 pips, not bad. All the way to the highs, let's see. Okay, that's a 1 to 5. That's a 1 to 5, which actually topped at for 1 to 6. For 1 to 6, almost a 1 to 7, okay? So yeah, you don't have to discriminate. If you see the move play out, you should dive right in. And as you can see, this was taken from the imbalance. This was taken from the imbalance. But like I told you, I wasn't in the trade because why? This played out during the Asian session. This played out during the Asian session. And I was probably asleep by this time. Okay, the markets went bullish, not reacting from anything, came back where taking these lows for some reason, creating some like taking these lows as liquidity. And now this all happened what during the Asian session as well. This all happened during the Asian session as well. What is this? This all happened during the Asian session as well. So we expect to see some retracement all the way to these supplies for Thursday. Yeah, this happened on Thursday. Then on Friday, going to see some retracement all the way to these supplies. And what happened? What happened? Looking at it closely, look at it from the 15 minutes. Taking out this as this was actually a break of structure, but also a liquidity grab. Okay, you can look at it both ways as a break of structure and also liquidity grab to be safe. So looking at it as a liquidity grab, we're expecting to hit the supplies above for the sales to continue where the imbalance ended. We're expecting to hit the supply is above for the sales to continue. Okay, and here the market did that here, using the Asian high as a liquidity, then grabbing the Asian high into the supply. As you can see, a break of structure, not getting to this demand now, not getting to this demand now. The market reacted all the way to the supply, give another 5 minutes break of structure or 15 minutes break of structure before the news came out, and yeah, the NFP of on Friday, then this happened. Okay, so we're expecting to see some sales from here play out, or hopefully buys from this demand play out. But none of that happened on Friday. So pretty much there was no trade for AED USD for the week. There was no trade for AED USD for the week. Okay. There was no trade for AED USD for the week. If I had been in the trade, I'd have mentioned, but now I wasn't. So yeah, the NFP took those highs. NFP took those highs, created a new higher high. Okay. So now I'm hoping to see reactions from this demand for Monday. If there's a reaction here, the market buys. And remember, okay, looking at it from, let's now go back to the higher time frame perspective. Let's go down to the higher time frame perspective. Daily projects what we expect to see for the week. Okay, from the higher time frame perspective, now this is a breaker point. This was a low that broke this first high, starting the break of structure all the way to these zones here. This was the beginning of that. The higher time frame breakers, you can see already have that marked out. So possibility the market is going to pull all the way to these zones or somewhere in between and buy, or the sales are just going to keep playing. Okay, we have no control. So now looking at the daily, we're in a bearish trend. Even if we get to see some retracement, we're expecting to see sales from where? Here. Because why? We're in a bearish trend. Even if we get to see some retracement all the way to these supplies, we're going to take the market down from any zone here. From any zones here, we're going to take the market down, just keep going bearish rather than counter trading the markets. Yeah. So if you look at it from the 4 hour perspective, what do you see here? This is more like a channel, but okay, I don't use this though. I don't trade with this, but let's see. Okay, this is more like a channel, ascending channel or whichever. I don't really know if it's ascending or mouse shacking channel. But yeah, okay, looking at the 4 hour, you can look at this as a liquidity grab, or then by look at it as a break of structure as well, because it's actually a 4 hour high, low, break of structure. Okay, so there's a chance the 4 hour might get to make the retracement all the way to the supplies. Okay, but nothing is ever certain. If you don't see our entry criteria, we're not taking the trade. If you don't see our entry criteria, we're not taking the trade. We have a 15 minutes demand here. So when the market opens for next week, if it hasn't taken this low, we're expecting to see something, you know, yeah, we ride the buys. Yeah, something like this play out. Or we're gonna wake up and see this low has been taken out, and the market is just going bearish. Okay. So either ways, we're not gonna force it. We're not gonna we're not gonna force it. We're not gonna take our trade when we don't see our entry criteria. Okay. You know what you're waiting for when it comes to your supply, your demand, your order block. You know what you're waiting for. So once you don't see that there in that area, I believe there's no need for taking the trade. Okay, there's no need taking the trade. Yeah, this would have been our only possible trade for the week. Actually, this and this, but yeah, for Friday, I wasn't actually in the market. I didn't trade at all. I didn't trade at all. I just left the market for Friday. Took a break, Yeah, this would have been my only possible trades this and this year. Though this would have come back as break even, or because after this break of structure, this would have been like a new break of structure, and yeah, so this would have come out like a break even or a loss. Okay, either way, it's a break even or a loss. That would have been like a -1 or something for the week. So yeah, remember, let's see, where was this reaction from? Nothing. Okay, these sales never reacted from anything. Okay, so that's more reasons to believe that okay, the market could actually continue buying, at least as a retracement all the way to those zones. 15 minutes retracement all the way to the 4 hour and the daily supply. But one thing, you don't have to anticipate the daily supply so hard, or the 4 hour supply so hard. Okay, you just have to be like water, flow with the structure. Whatever the market is doing, just have to flow with it. Okay, if the market continues selling for Monday, why not? I'll look for the sales and ride the wave as well. Okay, but then if I see a reaction from my demand and I see buys, I'm in. Okay, you don't actually have to fight the market. Just go with what you see. Go with what you see, because the buys you see that you might be contemplating on, thinking like, no, this is a counter trend. Those might be the move for the day, and then you have to ask yourself, are you a day trader? Are you a swinger? Are you a scalper? Okay, I'm more of a day trader. I'm a day trader rather. So I'm ready for the moves that are going to play out within that day, like just that day. Either it's going to be London session, New York session, or the whole of London and New York session. All right. So I'm a day trader. I'm not so eager to close my trade so quickly, but then my partials are out very quick, like in an instant. My partials are out. I don't contemplate with that. I don't disagree with that. I don't fight myself over that. Okay, partials are out very quickly. Yeah, there are so many times you take your partials and the market run. That's fine by me, because there's so many times I took my partials and the market just came back and hit me break even or loss. So I'm good either ways. I'm good either ways. Yeah. So then what I expect to see buys, either I'll get buys all the way to these zones. Let's see, what is this? Okay, either we get buys all the way to these zones. No, either we get buys all the way to these zones. Yeah, or we get sales, play out. The sales just play out and react. If these buys don't happen, yeah, what do you expect to happen? Sales. So we're expecting the market to create a new low, create a new low. We have from the other block that broke that structure and continue down. Okay, and continue down. So really, either the market goes bullish, retracement all the way to this point, or the sales just play out. So I'll be taking this. Yeah, because now this is our breaker, and this is not a lower time frame breaker. Let me see something. I believe there should be a higher time frame breaker there. Yeah. Okay, as you can see, this is a higher time frame breaker. So either the market comes all the way to these zones here and the sales play out, or the sales just keep playing out from here. Reacting from probably from the breaker or from the demand section for the buys to go out for the week, go up for the week. So probably next week might get to see some little retracements or the sales. Okay, like always, you should have to realize that we have no control over the market. So you just let the market do whatever it decides to do. Okay, so pretty much it's for week 11. Yeah, I believe week 11 for week 11 for January. Sorry, week 11 March 2023. Okay, week 11 March 2023. Yeah, the trend is your friend. Trust me, the trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. So But when I talk about trend, there's a trend for every time frame. There's a trend for 1 minute, the trend for 5 minutes, the trend for 15, the trend for 1 hour, the trend for four, and the trend for daily. So you have to know the time frame you're focused on. Okay, for me, I'm focused on from the 4 hour mainly, from the 4 hour below. Okay, from the 4 hour to the 15 minutes. Then 5 minutes is more of like an entry. 5 minutes is more of like an entry. Okay, but I'm focused on what is happening in the 4 hour, what is happening in the 1 hour, what is happening in the 15 minutes. Because daily is actually, yeah, I look at the daily to know where the market has actually gotten to, but daily is daily is more of like a swing trade perspective. When I catch any trade from the daily time frame, it's more like a swing trade perspective. So yeah, pretty much it for AD USD. Like the video, subscribe, and yeah, more educational content like this coming up every week, all the way to the end of this year. Then close with this chapter, okay? But this is gonna be every week. I'm gonna drop trade forecast every week. Yeah. So if you don't want to miss out, don't miss out. And always, this is not a financial advice. This is just how calling to you, peeps. All right, peace.